Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste. Buenos dias, Claudia. Hello, everyone. Hello, Anju, Deborah, Meeta. I'm your host, Nidhi Prakash, and we are here for this Christmas art. Today, we are going to work on a 14-inch square paper as we are working in our all past sessions. And this is the channel NidhiPrakashArts Hindi. So I'm going to use the Hindi and English both languages in this whole session. So आप सबका स्वागत है इस YouTube लाइव सेशन में जिसमें हम काम करेंगे 14-inch स्क्वायर पेपर पर और एक हम क्रिसमस आर्ट बनाएंगे जो होगा क्रिसमस रीथ काइंड ऑफ अ जेंडाला बट हम इसको रीथ के शेप में बनाएंगे. गुड इवनिंग वर्षा. हमारे पास्ट सेशंस में हमने बनाए हैं ये मंडाला 14-inch स्क्वायर पेपर पर. हमने टोटल 3 मंडालाज बनाए हैं. दिस वाज द फर्स्ट मंडाला, दिस वाज सेकंड and this was third. And whoever have shared these 3 mandalas on my Facebook page, on Instagram and on other social media, those were really very beautiful and awesome. And a lot of people have decided to hang them together, all 3 of them on the wall in the frame. So if you are doing so, share your picture all 3 together in one frame. Hi Anya, hi Jude. So let's start. This is the tile I just made 2 days ago. It's been a year that I did my CZT and we are celebrating. We are reunion. It's the reunion of the CZT 36. That will be tomorrow for me and we are going to join. So this is all about that celebration week. These are the hashtags which you can use whenever you are sharing your artwork on any social media. These are the materials. We are going to work on a 14-inch square paper. We need one of the helix circle or any protractor, whatever you have, anything will work. We need one circle stencil. If you don't have the circle stencils, it's absolutely fine. You can use the the cap of any pen, or the best thing is you can use the penny or any coin to draw the circles. Or if you have the helix circle, it already have some these kind of circle stencils in it, so we can use that. Pencil for the drawing, pencil for the shading, tortillon for the shading, ruler, compass and different tip size pens, all black. So in this session I'm going to use all the graphite pencil and the tortillon with the classic version, but if you feel like, use the color pencils for sure. So is everybody ready? Let's start. First thing, we always divide our paper into 4 equal sections. So सबसे पहले हम हमारे पेपर को डिवाइड करेंगे और इसका पेपर का हम सेंटर फाइंड आउट करेंगे. This is a 14-inch by 14-inch. So I'm going to mark at 7-inch. This is the 7-inch. And here it is 7-inch. So this is the one line. Now 7-inch from other side for the horizontal line. So I divided my paper into 4 equal sections marking at 7 inches from all the sides. And now it's the time to draw two circles because we are going to work in a ring. I'm just putting this rotator below my paper. We are going to draw two circles. हम दो सर्कल बनाने वाले हैं, दो कॉन्सेंट्रिक सर्कल, और जो मेजरमेंट्स हैं वो मैं आपको स्क्रीन पर दिखा रही हूँ इधर. 6 centimeter and 12 centimeters. Centimeter and 12 centimeter, only two circles. So the first step is to draw two circles, two concentric circles. We already have the center point. This is our guideline, just draw light. After that, we are going to use our helix circle or the protector, whatever you have, to divide it into 30 degrees. So I just aligned it 0, 90, 180 and 270 degrees here, and we are going to mark at every 30 degrees. So it is 0, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210 degrees, 240 degrees, 270, 300, 330 and 0 or the 360 degrees. So इस तरह से हम 30 डिग्रीज पर पॉइंट्स बनाएंगे और हम इस हमारे रिंग को 12 सेक्शंस में डिवाइड कर देंगे. एवरी टाइम मेक श्योर दैट योर ruler is crossing the center point, but there is no need to draw the whole line. Just divide the ring like that. Join the two crossing dots. Make sure your ruler is touching the center point and just divide the ring. We are going to work in the ring because we are going to draw the wreath, the Christmas wreath. This is the Christmas theme project. So we are going to work on the ring shape. That's it. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total 12 sections. So who is drawing along with me today? Who is here in this live session with me who is drawing? Please write down one, and if you are just enjoying watching, please write down two. I know there are very few people, but a lot of people watch it later and then they draw it on their own free time. But okay, Jude, that's awesome. You're drawing. Cool. Awesome, Deborah. Thank you for your feedback. So we are kind of done drawing this. Now let's start the patterns in all sections. So we are going to start the ribbons from the corner of the one point, and it will go on the top of this other point. Thank you, Meeta. So please look carefully. First we are going to draw with the pencil. It will go like this. And we will just leave it like here. We will not complete it. First, let's bring the other part. So that's why I didn't complete this one first, because it's going to join it here. So it's the kind of the ribbon. Thank you, Rashmi. Please draw all these ribbons with the pencil first, so that we can set it up a little bit thicker or smaller when we draw with the pencil, when we retrace them with the pen. You can decide if you want the thick ribbon or the thin ribbon. So all these ribbons are looking good. Just I want to fix a little bit in this one. Perfect. So I'm happy with all these ribbons. Anywhere, if you want to feel it's looking thick or thin, please feel free to erase and fix at this point, because after that we are going to retrace them with the pen. And it's absolutely fine if they are not exactly equal width, because it's kind of covering the ribbon, enveloping and going in and out. So if it is little thin on the corner and little thick in the middle, that's absolutely fine. That creates the natural look. So that's the first step. After that, I'm going to use my pen 08 and After that we will just fill this part, which is creating some shadow. Right now I'm just using the pen 08. अभी मैं पेन इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ Micron 08. For the second step, we are just going to draw a very thin line inside aura line, very close to the both lines in the corner, like this. So I just drew it with the pencil very lightly. Feel free to draw it with the pencil first and then use your thinner tip pen. I'm here using Micron 01. Feel free to draw with any thin tip pen, and if you don't have any thin tip pen, you can use the same pen. That's absolutely fine. आप चाहें तो आप किसी पतली टिप पेन का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज आप सेम पेन का भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, वो भी एकदम ठीक होगा. No problem, Wolf Girl. You can start if you want to draw along. You can start now, and you can still connect it with the chat because you can start it from the beginning at any point of time. So now in every ribbon, in the left hand side, we see this portion here. In this portion, we are going to draw. Let me draw directly with the pen. I'm here using again Micron 08. On this side, we are just going to draw these lot of leaf kind of shape, or the quotation mark or the mocha, and they are pretty organic. We are going to stay in this triangular area. It is very random and organic. The main thing is stay inside in this triangle area and then draw them randomly. Just fill this area, that's it. So now I'm drawing this again in the second part, and it is absolutely not required that they all should look same. What's our target? Target is to fill this triangular area, left side of the ribbon, with these kind of leaves. So हमारा टारगेट एग्जैक्टली सेम ऐसी लीव्स बनाना नहीं है, बट हमारा टारगेट है इस रिबन के लेफ्ट साइड वाले इस ट्राइंगल एरिया के अंदर इन लीव्स को फिट करना। अगर आप चाहें तो आप पहले ये पेंसिल से ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं और फिर आप पेन से ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं। आप इनको ऑर्गेनिकली कहीं पे भी फ्लो होते हुए ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं, कितने भी बड़े और छोटे साइज में ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं। हमारा टारगेट है इस ट्राइंगल एरिया को फिल करना। अगर आप देखेंगे तो ये दोनों एकदम डिफरेंट हैं एक दूसरे से, बट उससे हमें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता। हमें सिर्फ इस ट्राइंगुलर एरिया को जो रिबन के लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में है उसमें ये लीव्स बनानी है। एवरी टाइम आप डिफरेंट स्टाइल से लीव्स बना सकते हैं, in different direction, flowing here and there. Who is finding it easy and who is finding it tough? So we total have 6 ribbons. So we are going to draw kind of everything 6, either on the right or the left side of the ribbon. So in that way, we can call it a Zentangle or the mandala in that way, because it has the equal section and going into the round in the same thing all around. But we are not starting absolutely from the center. From the center, we just started the marking, and maybe later on in the center, if we want, we can think of something of writing or any other artwork. Bit tricky. Okay, Jude, so if you feel like, draw it with the pencil first. So what is our main target? That where we drew our this ribbon on the left hand side of this triangular area, we are going to fill that triangular area with these kind of petals or the leaves or the muka shapes or the quotation mark style pattern. But this tangle is really very useful, and for me this is a very to-go tangle. I really love using this one, and it creates beautiful look. And in our today's this wreath look, this tangle goes very well, this pattern goes very well. So once we are done, just take a look to the other one more time if you want to add some more leaves in any of them. Otherwise, we will just draw few circles, not too many, but wherever we see little bigger space, we are just going to draw these big circles. But if you have little smaller space, then you can leave that smaller space. Just draw them wherever you have little big space in between. Feel free to draw more petals if you think you have little more space than like kind of just the circle. You can draw the more petals there. Maybe here. Don't fill the tiny space, leave the tiny space like that. We are going to work on the tiny space later. अगर इन लीव्स के बीच में जगह कम है तो आप उसको ऐसे ही छोड़ दीजिए, हम उन पर बाद में काम करेंगे। Just fill the big spaces. Okay. Thank you, Jude. After that, please grab your pencil, and with this ribbon we are going to draw one more line with the same way like this. So if you want, you can do directly with the pen, or first do it with the pencil and then this is the double line. It's okay if this is little bit thick or thin. Feel free to draw it with the pencil first. Going to draw the beautiful circles around the ribbon. If you want, you can change the pen and use the thin tip pen. I'm still using the Micron 08. आप चाहें तो आप अपना पेन चेंज करके थिन टिप पेन ले सकते हैं। अगर आपको थिक टिप पेन से काम करने में थोड़ी सी तकलीफ है या जगह कम है, आपको ज़्यादा प्रिसीजन फिलिंग करना है, maybe after this I will change to the thin tip pen. So till half I'm doing it with the 08. Later on I'll change it to the thin tip pen. सर्कल्स को इस तरह से ड्रॉ करिए कि ये ऊपर नीचे साइड सब तरफ से टच हो, ओवरलैप ना करें एक दूसरे को। Okay. Fill the leftover spaces or the interstices, or the negative spaces between these circles. हम हर चीज को 6 बारी रिपीट करेंगे, बिकॉज काइंड ऑफ हमने हमारे इस पूरी रीथ को 6 इक्वल सेक्शंस में डिवाइड किया है। इन द बिगनिंग विद द पेंसिल वी डिवाइडेड इट इनटू 12 सेक्शंस। शुरुआत में जब हमने गाइडलाइंस बनाई थी तो हमने हमारे इस पूरे रीथ को 12 सेक्शंस में डिवाइड किया था। उसके बाद हमने 2 सेक्शंस को यूज में लेकर के रिबन बनाया। सो इन दैट वे नाउ इट्स इन द 6 सेक्शंस। तो जो भी पैटर्न हम ड्रॉ करेंगे वो हम 6 बार ड्रॉ करेंगे। All sections are absolutely same. So that's why we can call it a Zentangle or the mandala, though it's not starting from the absolute center, but it's rotating in the whole circle. Okay, we are done with the 4. This is the 5th. Don't rush, draw slow. Every single circle should be neat and clean. No overlapping, no going out from the lines, touching from the all 3 sides, from the top, from the bottom, and from the left circle. This is the last section for me for these circles. Now I'm changing my pen to the thin tip pen so that I can fill this leftover area here in the back. And it becomes easier for me to handle on these smaller sections with the thinner tip pen. Make sure there is no white space leaving. Okay. I think all are done. And now let's draw the next thing. So if you have these kind of circle stencils, then we are going to use the 1/3/8 circle here in the bottom. We can draw directly with the pen or with the pencil. It's your choice. If you want, you can draw first with the pencil. This is the 3/8. So one is this 3/8 circle. It's inside the ring. 3/8 साइज के हम सर्कल को ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. आपका ये सर्कल थोड़ा सा इससे बड़ा या छोटा इजीली हो सकता है. After 3/8 we are using the 2/8 two circles on the top. 1 and 2. Oops, here. और हम इनको फ्री हैंड भी इजीली बना सकते हैं. Three-eighths and 2/8 circle. उसके बाद again I'm just using my Micron 08 pen and we are going to draw 1, 2 and 3 here leaves. Again feel free to draw it with the pencil. आप चाहें तो आप पहले पेंसिल से ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. And ये leaves होंगी start from the base. और leaves बना रहे हैं हम. Little humps going out, pointy from the bottom, pointy from the top. आपकी ये लीफ बड़ी या छोटी हो सकती हैं. One going up, one going little down, and this one is going out of the wreath. बिल्कुल भी ज़रूरी नहीं है कि लीव्स सेम साइज़ की हों, लीव्स सेम डायरेक्शन में हों. बस इस तरीके से हमें 3 लीव्स बनानी हैं, वो इम्पॉर्टेंट है. लीव्स कैन बी स्मॉलर, लीव्स कैन बी बिगर, लीव्स कैन बी गोइंग इन लिटिल बिट डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन. दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. तो हम ये कैसे ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं? ये जो आपकी लाइन है, हम बेस से शुरू कर रहे हैं, गोइंग अप, देन humps and coming pointy, and then humps and like that. So pointy from the bottom, pointy from the top, and humps in between going out. After that, I'm using this thin micron pen, Micron 01, and in every single leaf, we are going to draw these thin lines going up, slanted, both sides. Keep rotating your paper. Feel free to draw these lines with, if you want to use the colors, you can use the thin color pen like the red, dark red for these leaves, or draw these lines with the black pen, and later on if you want to use the color, you can use the dark red color over these lines. In this session I'm going to use just the graphite pencil, but next week on the Saturday session, not this tomorrow session we are going to work on this design, the black and white version of this design. This one we are going to work the black and white version of this design on a 6-inch square white paper, and the colored version video will be available later for all the oak members. And the next session is this one, and in this one I'm going to use the color pencils little bit, and that's kind of a gift for me to all of you for the Christmas, to use the colors in these live sessions. But feel free to use color in any of my artwork, whichever we do in these sessions. A lot of people use a lot of different beautiful colors combinations, and they share it with me. It makes me really very happy. You can use the same tip pen also to draw these lines. If you don't have the thin tip pen, you can use the same tip pen, but if you use the thin tip pen, that creates a little different texture, and you can create more lines closer than you can do with the thick tip pen. So I use Micron 08 for the leaves outline drawing and the center vine, but these thinner vines I'm using Micron 01. Two more. This time in my all classes, mostly like in my acrylic painting, we started the Christmas tree and the gifts and the starry sky lights in the acrylic painting I'm saying. Same is with the tiny kids in the cute drawing. They are doing candle with hollies and a lot of candy canes and all that stuff. Lot of ornaments in the color pencils. This point in the time in the year, mostly in all classes, whatever material we are using, either the color pencil or the watercolors or the acrylics, or with the cute drawings, small kids, or with the serious kids in the graphite art and all that. In most of the classes, they are working in the Merry Christmas and all that stuff. It's so festive and so much fun. And the same thing is happening in my live sessions also. Okay, so this much is done. And now, before I start anything drawing, let me just erase these, extra lines in between. And let me bring this brush and make this neat and clean like that. So whatever the extra lines you see, don't erase all these lines, we need them. I'm just cleaning the ribbon and these leaves section area lines so that it looks neat and clean, and we can do a little bit of shading in this part. इस बात का ध्यान रखिए जब आप इरेजर का इस्तेमाल करें कि आपकी पेन की जो इंक है वो अच्छे से ड्राई हो चुकी है और इंक स्मज ना हो. Okay, and now I'm using this graphite pencil. And the first shading, I'm doing it in the ribbon, in this inside line. like this. Use the blending stump. I'm doing this again, laying down a little dark in the corner. And keeping my pencil a little lighter as we are proceeding towards the center. My tortillon is carrying so much graphite that I just did this much without laying down with the pencil. It's And now after that, I'm going to work in these circles. Please look carefully. It's just the crescent shape and little dark and then light. That's how I'm just filling. Okay, so I'm not doing in this one, leaving one. I'm working on the 5 sections. Maybe I can just work in the 3 sections, so then it would be quicker. So I'll work in these 3 sections then. Instead of the 6. Shading is equally important as the drawing part is. So take care of every single place, like don't go outside, and take care of the value. If you think you have put too much, use the eraser. If it is little less, lay down one more time. Okay. So I'm just working in the 3 sections here now. There are total 6 equal sections in this wreath. इस wreath के अंदर 6 बराबर के sections हैं और मैं इस session के अंदर 3 sections पर shading कर रही हूँ, so that we can save the time. But बाकी 3 section पर भी आप same तरीके से shading कर लीजिए. Please complete the rest 3 sections exactly the same way. Now I'm using this white uniball pen. You can use white jelly roll pen. Both are absolutely great white ink pens. And with this white jelly roll pen, first I'm just taking the ink out a little bit so that the ink is flowing pretty good, because it takes a little time to get the ink flow right. And once you feel ink is flowing beautifully, then we'll start working on these little tiny beads. This one is the third here. I'm just scribbling it on the rough paper so that the ink comes beautifully, flows beautifully. My thumb touches that. It takes time to dry this white ink, so make sure that your hand is not touching to that white ink, especially until it dries. It takes little time to dry, and after that we are going to work in these 3 rounds, hollies, and in these one we are going to fill them very dark from the corners, and we'll leave the center area empty because we are going to fill that with the blending stump. Like this. Feel free to use these white jelly roll pens in these leaves also. It will look very nice if you want to use there. I will decide in very last if I want to use the white pen over them once I'm done drawing everywhere. So that's why I didn't use white jelly roll pen on those leaves at this stage. Leave the center area a little white and the bright. Okay, after that we are going to just work in our these hollies here in the center line. Just in the center line. And going towards both sides lightly. That's it. These hollies, the leaves, I mean. That's it for now, for today, and we'll try to work in our all these areas in our next section. We can set up all these values, and I'm going to complete all these remaining sections also, and I'm going to share the picture of it. Thank you, Rashmi. I'm going to share the picture of it, the work in progress picture of this wreath on Facebook page, where you can share your work in progress picture, and feel free to use colors if you feel like. If you want to see a little bit in my practice sheet, that's not exactly the same, but I use these kind of colors. This is the practice one. So if you want to use the colors, feel free to use the colors, but in this live session I'm going to keep it classic, and I'm pretty sure when we are going to done drawing and shading everything, it will look really very nice. And I would love to see to your work in progress picture so far. I hope you enjoy the session, and now we'll see each other tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to work on a 6-inch square paper, the black and white version of this artwork, like the way we worked on this one. This is the colored version. The video of the colored version will be available for all Oak members later in this month or maybe the next month. And we did this one in our last session, and thank you to everyone who shared this. This is really a beautiful festivish mandala, and tomorrow we are going to do this, and Saturday this, and Sunday, this Sunday is really very very important because we are going to draw lots of tangles based on the seed and cadent family tangles. So those are really very interesting tangles and very challenging to use, so I love drawing those tangles. So this week is really a lot of creativity, filled with creativity. Next 6-inch square session we are going to draw this Christmas themed mandala, and I'm going to use the color also in this one. I hope you enjoy, and keep your color pencils ready along with all the supplies when we are going to draw this one. That's all for today. How is the final wreath will look like? I don't have the final is in my mind. I can't show you, Anita. I tried various ways on my practice sheet, and I tried different tangles, and then I decided what to use in the final version, but there is no final drawing along with me for this wreath to show you. It's in my mind. I hope you enjoyed it, and now we are kind of done, halfish, because we have 12 sections equal, so we are kind of done with 6 sections. So this is the one section. We are left with one section in between. So kind of half we are done. No problem. You can do it later. Thank you, Anita. And again, if you have missed all 3 mandalas which we did in our past Friday's live sessions, those were in Hindi and English both. All are on the 14-inch square. This is the mandala 1 on the 14-inch paper, and this is the mandala 2 on the 14-inch paper, and mandala 3 again on the 14-inch paper, 14-inch square paper. All three mandalas took three live sessions. In तीनों mandalas ने तीन live sessions लिए, and we ultimately completed it. And now we are working on again 14-inch square paper on this Christmas wreath. Bye bye. See you tomorrow, same time. Not same time, 1 hour later, 9:30 a.m. US time and 8 o'clock India time. Bye bye. Don't forget to share your work in progress picture with me on Facebook page or on Instagram or on any other social media. And don't forget to tag me. Bye.